it's certainly cooler temperature-wise because it's pretty warm over there under the heat.
We tried to make comfortable.
Yes. So what's up? Good to see y'all again.
What does it do to Sam to have like all these creatures and monsters that they've vanquished and has come back into their lives?
I think it's kind of part and parcel of what Sam's dealt with for so many years. I think he's kind of used to the idea that it's going to be a fight every day. And Sam and Dean have had scenes and episodes where they kind of jokingly talk about like, well, one of these days when we've solved everything and we're just hanging out on the beach or whatever, they know this ain't it. Like life is a struggle, and they're like specifically it's a struggle. And so I feel almost like Jensen and I take the same attitude. Like, man, we don't have the time to talk about it. We gotta get to work. There's work to be done, and we have work to do, and slam the trunk. And I feel like that's good to inspire for me as a person to just kind of understand that sometimes shit's gonna suck, and we gotta keep on moving.
How is his mindset going into the season? Because it's the biggest journey for him to accept that this is who God is, considering we saw him praying not like early into the series,
of course,
and now he sees that God's not a very good person.
Yeah,
so
well, I guess it's in my opinion so far, it's almost a parallel to what Supernatural's dancing around with of nature versus nurture. Like, is everything predetermined because there's a God, or is everything not predetermined because there's a God? And that's, I think Sam and Dean are going to struggle with that and go, are we hamsters on the wheel or rats in a maze? You know, hamsters on the wheel are doing one thing forever with nowhere to go. But rats in a maze can go this way, can go that way. You know, God made whomever made the maze. Maybe it's the maze that has 7 different exits. Maybe God knows what will end up happening. God being Chuck in the story. But I feel like they're going to have to come to terms with it and make peace and keep on trying to at least make other people's lives better who don't know about it. And that's what they've been doing forever. You know, like, let's not tell people about zombies and ghosts and vampires and demons because it'll ruin their lives. Like, we've seen some shit. We've gone through some terrible things that makes us sympathetic to other people's struggles. So trying to make other people's lives a little safer.
Well, now that you actually know where the series is ultimately ending up, how close is this to where your bosses may have told us that they talked to you about it? And so how close is this to...
Did y'all weasel it out of them?
we cannot confirm nor deny how much, yes.
Oh, well, in that case, so good at this.
Yeah.
Maui, right?
Yeah.
Totally Maui. Doing laundry in Maui.
The dream. How close was it to what you actually personally envisioned to their ultimate end, and what did you actually kind of need for it to kind of fit right without going too specific, of course?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like what I envisioned for Sam and Dean, and I always said I wanted them both to die. I always said Butch and Sundance, and people would yell at me and throw stuff, and I'm used to it. But I always said that I wanted them to die, but I think what I was saying was whether or not they die, I wanted them to have, that was my version. I'm not a writer or producer, so don't ask me to write an episode or an ending to the show's had a lot of episodes, but I always figured, I think that was my way of saying I want them to achieve peace. Talking about this fight that now they are questioning whether or not their struggles have been in vain. Now they know God has kind of been pulling the strings the whole time. So I want Sam and Dean to find some version of peace, and I feel like Sam and Dean find some version of peace. Again, whether or not that's alive or dead, or if if Amara possesses me or whatever the situation is, I feel like they find more peace than they're in when the season starts, or when the season starts. So I'm trying not to be specific.
We've seen the brothers disagree before on how to handle antagonists like Jack or what have you. How much on the same page or not are they, and how to deal with this big free will God issue?
Yeah, well, triage situation first. We have to get away from all the undead that are after us, and then I think as they start to kind of decompress and realize the situation at hand, I think they still are on the same page about we gotta do what is best for others. You know, even if we feel like we're a hamster on a wheel, maybe we're helping somebody. Maybe we help one person who never finds out that God is kind of a punk. And I think we believe that God is gone, you know, because he vanished and said this is the end. So I don't think they're like, well, God is probably just invisible over in the corner doing something. So now they're left with a question. I think all of us go through at some point in time, if we live long enough, of like, is what I'm doing worth it? You know, does it matter if God's a jerk or if he's amazing? If the devil is funny and quirky or evil and, you know, conniving? So I think they'll find a place where they kind of just keep their feet moving and keep fighting.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Thank you all.